The following stories are inspired by documented paranormal encounters. Some locations and identities may have been changed to protect the people involved. These stories may be disturbing for younger audiences, and listener discretion is advised. This podcast is based on true events. Hi, I'm Brandon, he, him.
Hi, I'm Dalia, she, they.
Hey, I'm B, she, they.
And this podcast is based on true events.
Well, how are we feeling today?
We doing vibe checks already?
Yeah, just
Hell
hop
yeah.
right into a vibe check. Why
Vibe
not?
check. I'm pretty cozy.
Pretty cozy.
Who would have guessed it?
Not laying in the chair completely like last session.
But I have neck support right now, and I love
That's
a good
great.
neck support pillow.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a blanket. I believe, my
Same
cinema roll blanket is my neck support currently.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
How are y'all?
I'm still very comfortable.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very nice, yeah.
Hanging in there, just peachy.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you last episode. You know what my favorite crayon is? My favorite color crayon?
What is it?
Dandelion.
Are you a dandelion person? I agree.
Do you
wholeheartedly.
also follow that
Yes, I do.
TikToker
Yeah.
who collects dandelion crayon
Yes,
stuff?
I
love
do.
her.
I'm actively jealous of her.
I thought of your dandelion pun, so I felt like I had to share that with you.
The dandelion, yeah. We're referencing the past couple of episodes, so if you're just jumping in, you're going to be a little confused.
Go back to
If you're
binge watch.
listening backwards, because some people listen to podcasts from like the newest episode back, which I didn't used to understand, but like now as I have less time to keep up with certain podcasts, I totally understand.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you're listening backwards, you'll get it in a couple episodes. Don't worry.
Yep.
What you need to know is B's favorite crayon is dandelion.
Yep.
And my favorite color is yellow.
Me too.
My favorite is
and purple.
my favorite is
Pink.
green.
Yellow and pink.
Yeah, green
Pink's
and
my number
orange
3.
actually.
Pink's
love,
my number
combo.
3.
I love those together, green and orange. Very fall.
I like to tell people that my husband loved me so hard, I started loving the color pink again.
Aw,
Oh,
that's cute.
I used to be very anti-pink, anti-girly.
I feel like
I was too.
I feel
Don't
like
worry.
every
He
teenager
brought me-
runs that course.
He brought me into my soft girl era. 1,000%.
Not all teenagers. There are teenagers that love pink.
Sure,
But mine is a result of just being told that I'm a tomboy, and so therefore
Oh yeah, that
I
too.
wasn't. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We won't go into
Constantly
that because that's
fucking-
got a lot of
Yep.
backstory,
I'm right there with
a
you.
lot of lore.
Yep.
Well, speaking of lore,
I love a good lore drop.
folklore applies heavily into my story today.
Hell yeah.
Are we ready for that, or did anybody not give a vibe check? I think we did, right?
Pretty sure we did.
Yeah. All right. Big yawn from Dalia over there.
I'm cool. I'm gonna need my Red Bull after this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, so as you guys may know, a lot of different cultures have their very own version of what we call Bigfoot. Mm-hmm. The Sasquatch, the Skookum, the Skunk Ape, the Wood Booger. Those are all names for a creature at least a similar creature that resides in the woods in America, in like Appalachia, right?
A couple of those felt racist.
Wood booger?
Wood Booger.
You're a wood booger.
Paints and boogers, it's a ghosts and spirits type words.
Oh, okay. Well,
If I'm using them wrong, I look so stupid right now, but it's fine.
drop a comment. Is he using it wrong?
Is he stupid? Come on. Well, in today's story, a trio of young brothers will come face to face with this beast of legend, and the trauma inflicted by this encounter still haunts them to this day. As told by the show These Woods Are Haunted, I give you the tale of the Hairy Man. It was a normal day, just like any other day for Jimmy Barr. Yeah? You guys laughing at me? You looked right at me?
All I could think of was the pool party and Mariah going, "Are you wearing a sweater?"
Ouch.
What?
When we were in high school.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
we can cut it out if you want.
No, I'm fine. I don't care. I'm hairy.
I would like to preference this by saying I love me a hairy man.
I call him my
It was
hairy
funny.
man a lot. So
Yeah.
when he said the hairy man, I was like,
Yeah.
My hairy
Chris
man?
is very hairy. I ain't got nothing against the hair. I'm not making fun of you.
No,
It was just
I
funny.
understand. I'm not upset or like anything. It's funny. But no, the moment I said the hairy man, I saw both of you look at me and I was like, God damn it.
Love you.
I really should have saw this coming, but I did not.
crazy. Because
Well-
I've been referencing it every time you say it. So
All right, well, let's try this one again. As told by the show These Woods Are Haunted, I give you the story of the hairy man. It was a normal day, just like any other day for Jimmy Barr, when he had come across a show on TV about Bigfoot. As the show talked about how the Native Americans had once referred to Bigfoot as, quote, hairy man, Jimmy felt waves of repressed memories, emotions, and feelings wash over him. For the next week, Jimmy couldn't do much else but be consumed by memories of what had happened to him all those years ago. But when Jimmy was a child, his mother had gotten remarried to a Native American man, and not long after, Jimmy and his two brothers, Robert and Alan, were moving with their mother and new stepdad out of their home state of Illinois and into their new mobile home in the state of North Carolina. North Carolina? I put it as North Carolina. It's North Carolina, right? I'm not.
North
It is.
Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put it as North Carolina. I was like, am I tripping? No.
Probably typo.
The state of North Carolina, where the stepfather had grown up and still had family living there, or living around. Jimmy says that the woods that surrounded their trailer was a nice change from the corn and bean fields they had grown up around in Illinois. But their stepfather Herman issued them a warning about the woods to the three boys as they got settled in. He told them to stay out of the woods to respect them, and to respect them. He said that, quote, these woods are where the hairy man lives. Well, as the young brothers laughed and giggled at the words hairy and man being put together like that, their stepfather simply said, I warned you. Now, the brothers never really tried to go too far into the woods. They would mostly just explore a little bit, play tag, look for snakes and bugs, normal kid stuff. As someone who grew up in the woods myself, yeah, same.
Yep.
Maybe not the snakes and bugs part, but I loved exploring the creeks and the falls that were behind my house.
Oh, yeah. I used to sit in the creek at my dad's farm for hours looking for fossils in the water.
Mm-hmm. But about 3 weeks after getting settled in, Jimmy's parents had to leave the brothers alone to go run some errands in town. The parents told the eldest brother, Robert, to look after the other two brothers. And then they were off, leaving the boys to play around the trailer. As the three brothers sword-fought with sticks around the backside of the trailer, they suddenly hear a high-pitched scream coming from the woods nearby. Jimmy describes it as sounding like the scream of a woman being murdered or ripped apart. Robert immediately says they should check it out, and while Jimmy was terrified, being the youngest of the three, he didn't really put up too much of an argument to not go check out the scream. Jimmy says that it was almost like the three of them were drawn in by it, like they just had to go see what it was. Whether it be adrenaline or something else guiding them, they marched right into the woods. Jimmy says that as they went deeper and deeper into the trees, he remembers there being almost no noises other than their footfalls. No birds, no crickets, none of the normal noises that you would expect to run rampant in the woods. The farther back they went, the thicker the trees became. Suddenly, they started to hear the scream again. Louder, closer, as if it was right out of view beyond the dense trees before them. They started seeing glimpses of something out of the corner of their eyes, and when they would look over, they would only see foliage swaying back and forth as if something had just quickly run past it. As they walked further, the brothers stop at the sound of a massive crack, the sound of a branch ripping in two. As the boys looked up towards the noise, about 15 feet up in a tree, Jimmy says they all saw what they could only describe at the time was something that looked like it had been pulled right out of the movie The Planet of the Apes. Having never heard of the terms Bigfoot or Sasquatch at the time, all they could think was, this is the hairy man. The monster was squatting down on a thick branch of the tree, observing them. But as they all made eye contact with it, everything came crashing down all at once. As the monster's feet hit the ground with a large thud, the brothers took off running back through the forest towards their home. Jimmy remembers thinking that if he couldn't keep running as fast as he could, that he would not survive. The eldest brother, Robert, made it back to the trailer first and locked himself in the house. Threw the door closed behind him and locked it. When the other two brothers came banging on the door, begging to be let in, Robert yelled back that he couldn't open the door or else the thing would get in. He urged the other brothers to go hide. With nothing else to do, and with the hairy man not far behind them, Jimmy and Alan decided to hide themselves in an old freezer chest that they happened to have in their backyard. It was one of those that you would see at a gas station holding ice cream bars with a clear plexiglass top that would slide open. Not the most safe feeling hiding spot in the world, but they had no other choice. After dropping themselves down into the freezer, the two brothers soon saw the silhouette of the creature through the top. It was right there, and there was no way out. Jimmy says that he remembers its deep, ragged breathing, sounding almost like that of a horse. After pausing near their hiding spot for what felt like hours, but was probably only a brief moment, they saw and heard the creature's lumbering footsteps head back towards the direction of the woods. Thinking that they were safe, the brothers popped up out of their hiding spot. At the same time, their brother Robert finally opened the door, yelling to them that the thing was gone and to get back in the house. Or to get in the house. When the boys first got back into the safety of the trailer, Jimmy says there was plenty of bickering and yelling about how Robert had just left them out there to die. But overall, they were just glad to be back inside and had no plans of going back out again. As night falls, the brothers sit in the darkness in the back bedroom, daring to only chance having a flashlight with them to see with. As they pray for their parents to get home soon, Robert and Alan start making fun of the hairy man in order to lighten the mood. Like they're making little jokes, mocking the movements that they saw. But the moment is quickly cut short as Robert and Jimmy see Alan's face drop in terror. As they jump up and follow Alan's gaze, they see the silhouette of the creature that had chased them earlier, right outside the window to the room.
Damn.
This thing was huge. Jimmy estimates upwards 8.5 to 9 feet tall. And as people who have lived in a trailer, to see something like up that high on like a window, that's pretty high up.
Yeah.
And the only thing that separated this thing from them was a couple sheets of glass. Suddenly, the boys hear something smash into the back door of their trailer. As they rush to investigate, they see the bottom of the back door completely busted in. A cinder block sat on the floor not far from it. Something had thrown it through their back door. Whatever this thing was had to be insanely strong. As they point their flashlights at the hole in the door, a large, hairy, muscular arm reaches through the door, thrashing around like it's trying to find something to grab. After it left, the boys sat in fear, waiting for their parents to come home. Later, when the parents came home, the boys told them everything that had happened. And while their mother had absolutely no idea what they were talking about, Herman, their stepfather, believed them immediately. Jimmy says he doesn't remember who made the final decision to leave, but that very night, the family packed up their belongings and went straight back to Illinois. Jimmy says that no matter what else he has been through in his life, nothing scares him more to talk about than this story. And while he doesn't spend much time in the woods nowadays, he's always extremely attentive to every single sound that comes from the woods, when he happens to find himself near them.
That's terrifying.
Man, my dad loves Bigfoot.
Yeah?
Loves Sasquatch.
Yeah?
I don't. Sorry, there was a pause because I'm thinking.
No, you're good. I just thought there were more to that.
I can't imagine him being like scared in that kind of situation.
No, I mean, I feel like no matter how much you love a thing, like you love monkeys, you're still in an enclosure with a monkey. You realize that this thing can rip you in half, or you know,
right? However, it's Kevin that we're talking about.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? You're right.
I don't know what that means.
It's my stepdad. If you know, you know. He's cool dude.
He's cool dude, but
you don't fuck with Kevin.
No.
Yeah. No, you're right. I can't see him specifically being scared in that situation.
See, no, I don't know what he would do. I'd be very interested to see how he would act.
I think he would just. I feel like he would stand there with like just kind of some sort of a grin on his face.
He'd probably start cussing over the fucking door.
That's true.
See, I've always imagined Bigfoot as being a little more passive than this.
You'd think, but then you have these stories, and this is far from the first that I've heard, where, like, you know, people encroach too much into territory of this thing and just kind of get a little bit too close, and it's like, absolutely not.
Right.
But I completely agree that, like...
6 feet! Sorry.
What?
COVID.
Oh, yeah,
6 feet.
6 feet. Is that
Cheers.
right? But I don't know, because Bigfoot is not, or at least it didn't used to be. It wasn't always the cryptid, even though it's like the staple of being a cryptid, right?
Yeah.
You think cryptids, you think Bigfoot. Usually. But it's not always my go-to. I would always just be like, whatever, it's Bigfoot. Like, but just learning about how deep the woods are and how much, like, can hide in the woods. Like, who knows, right?
They're scary.
Yeah. No, yeah, either way, I think having something throw a cinder block through my door would also be an ender for me, like, immediately. I'm out.
Yeah. And me in that situation, I don't see myself being scared.
Right.
I see myself getting pissed.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna die because my dumbass tried to fucking fight Bigfoot. So, who's really winning?
Not you.
Sasquatch. That's who won.
Also, I didn't notice this until, like, reading the story out loud, or I guess, like, I watched it, but rereading the story out loud, I didn't really notice this. It almost felt like it had a feel like it lured them out there a bit. Yeah. Like, with that scream noise, right?
Mm-hmm. Humans are nosy creatures.
Humans are nosy creatures, yeah. And, like, and all of them feeling like they had this almost supernatural, like, compulsion to go check this out. Yeah. Like, there is a part of me that believes that Bigfoot is way more supernatural than we give it credit for.
I believe that.
Part of me still believes he's just this giant, hairy human.
I mean...
It's actually Chewbacca. George Lucas was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was actually on set as, like, the inspiration for Chewbacca. Yep. No, but, like...
Now thinking back to your story, that scream that they heard, all I can hear is the Chewbacca roar.
Oh, no.
Absolutely, I'd be running to that.
I gotta check this out. No, but, like...
Look, it's Chewie!
Like, because if it were me, at least as I am now, I know that plenty of things in the woods can make these kind of screaming noises, like bobcats and different things, like different kinds of cats and stuff, right? None of them good for you. Nope.
Stay away from that.
But, like, knowing that it was this big creature, it does feel very like it tried to get them out there. Yeah. Also, I would never forgive my older brother. Oh, for locking us out. Absolutely. I would never forgive him. I'm beating
the shit out of him.
Yes.
No,
yes.
we would not, like... We would have a strained relationship at best after that. Like, what do you mean you left us to die?
As on site every time I see you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, I get you're scared, but, like, there's no way you think that letting us in... Because if you think it's that close, then you already believe we're dead. Right. Like... Yep. No, yeah.
Don't be a pussy.
Right.
Let your brothers back in the house.
And good on Herman, the stepdad, being like, no, honey, this is real. They're telling the truth. We need to get out of here. We need to go.
Well, you trust the native who knows that land.
No, for real.
Just saying.
No, for sure. You say jump, I'm jumping.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't even have time to ask how high. I'm jumping. Mm-hmm. Yeah, any other thoughts on that before we get into... How many stories do you have today, Doll?
2?
2? And before we get into Dahlia's stories?
I don't think so. That was really... The image of the arm swinging through the door is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary is what it is.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that would be the part where I shit my pants. No, at first I'm angry.
Yeah, sitting here right now, like in broad daylight, I don't have very many feelings about it, but putting myself in the space, because we lived in a trailer for years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, like, putting ourselves in the space where, like, if something bashed a door in and then had a big arm, no, absolutely not.
I've been visualizing our back door.
Yeah, you already don't feel safe in a trailer.
Last one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you already don't feel safe in a trailer. At least I never did because of how easily they're picked up by winds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, yeah, it was freaky.
like, I know our trailer, a couple down from us, got flattened by a tree. Thankfully, nobody. I don't think anybody was hurt, like in a really bad storm. But no, yeah. I already don't feel safe in a trailer, and that would ruin any sense of safety I've ever had.
Yep. And what the fuck's gonna make you look at this 8 foot, 9 foot tall beast and think, trailer? That's where I'm gonna go. He can't get in here.
Well, I mean, if that's all they had, right?
There wasn't a single vehicle. How old were these? How old were they? Were they kids? Were they adults?
Yes, they were kids. They were kids living at home. Mm-hmm. And no vehicles because their parents had the only vehicle. They took it into town.
Back then. I forgot we were talking about children.
From how it seemed in the episode, they were like, it was a trailer on its own in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
So, like, not really much to do about that. And also, the image of it, like, being able to see it through the window of a trailer when, like, I'm picturing what our game room back then, or what used to be my bedroom growing up. That's tall.
Yeah.
That's really tall.
That's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
These ceilings are 10 feet, so...
Right.
Like, not the ones in the trail. These ceilings right here, where we are 10 feet. So, really, just a couple feet shorter than... Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary.
Dalia already has megalophobia, so,
I'm gonna
like...
climb you like a tree. Sorry.
B's just horny.
Throw me to the Bigfoot, I'll come back pregnant. All right, Dalia.
Listen, one of my partners is 6'5".
Right.
I like him tall. I'm 5'3".
Okay. Yeah, you're 5'3". You don't have any other options but taller. Dalia, we're ready for your story.
No, we're not.
We're not?
Where are your pictures?
My pictures, you're right. I do have pictures.
What'd you say? You're right.
You're right. My pictures. Sorry, I was just trying to not pay attention to the death stare I got from B after that. Okay, so this first picture is Jimmy. He's the one who was telling the story.
That ain't Jimmy Buffett.
No, of course not. It's Jimmy
It's
Barr.
James Buffet.
Old James Buffet. No, that's Jimmy Barr. And then this next picture is from what I can gather, again, I could be 100% wrong, but where I got this, what I'm reading, it's a Native American pictogram on a rock of the hairy man. And right after this, again, it's a little hard to see. I've got someone's illustration of a better illustration of what we are viewing on that.
Oh,
cool.
Oh, cool. Hate that.
Love it. The fuck is coming out of its eyes?
Right, yeah, that's everybody's consensus from what I was saying, what I was reading. They're like, what the fuck is going on there?
Definitely feels more supernatural.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But, okay. Now my pictures are done. Now it's time for your stories.
You sure?
Yeah. If you just heard anything, Dolly just like flung the cord of the microphone a little bit.
I mean to.
It's okay. We'll get that straightened out in between episodes.
So this first one of this episode, this allegedly true encounter, is from Reddit. No one's surprised. And
I'm a little surprised.
I have decided to call it My Imagination. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
So let's get into it.
Can I borrow your crayons?
Can I borrow your crayons?
I love callbacks.
I was 12. My parents had just built their home and we had moved in and settled in. Something wasn't right. I felt it. The air felt heavy, like many eyes watching from every shadow. I told my mother that the house was haunted. She'd scoff at me and say, "It's just your imagination."
Always is.
That was fine. I did read a lot. I figured perhaps it was my imagination, but I'd walk through the hallway and it felt like being watched. Doors would swing, footsteps in the room above you, causing the dining room light to gently sway back and forth. But I never said more about it. I watched in silence as the rocking chair would rock. For no reason at all, the hair on my arms and the back of my neck stood up on end, and the room would be ice cold. But again, I never mentioned another word. It was just my imagination, I'd tell myself. It is beautiful in the northeastern Appalachia. I can't speak. Appalachia. Especially when it hits early summer. The birds echo in the dense forests that surround us. There is a gentleness that emerges and blankets the entire landscape. Lightning bugs light up and glitter, creating a constellation, dancing around trees and grass. The air is a warm balm over a low breeze that rustles through the new life that has begun to thrive. The sky is a cornflower blue embroidered with a gentle pink of a setting sun. As evening as peaceful as the one today, my parents took my toddler sister on a walk. My mother, in the throes of body-shaming 90s, was determined to get back into shape, dragging my father along with her since he did this to her. This is in quotes, yeah. I was thankfully spared from this exercise excursion. I did enough, though admittedly I probably should have gone that day. I was sitting on the couch reading a book. The windows were open to air the house out, and I was enjoying the silence. I read my book, absolutely enthralled into the fantasies of the royal court, forgetting everything around me. Then, something caught my attention. What was it? I lifted my head and listened. Music. Very soft music that I couldn't make out. Must be one of my sister's toys, I thought. I lowered my head back to read. Those things were incessantly annoying. It'll stop, I thought. But wait, that's not a toy. I got up and followed the music to the bottom of the stairs. Now this is the part that gets kind of creepy, kind of silly, okay?
Alright, sure.
So there are lyrics that are italicized, and if you grew up in our generation, you most likely know this.
Okay.
F is for friends who do stuff together, U is for you and me.
Oh, I know this.
That was my sister's SpongeBob lamp going off.
Lamp?
You have to press a button for it to turn on. It must be low on batteries. I slowly start ascending the stairs. N is for any... I don't know the song very well because I was sheltered.
N is for... Wait, hold on. F
N
is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all down here in the deep blue sea.
You guys gotta wait for the down here part. It's not there yet.
Oh, you didn't tell us that.
Well, it was the end part. That's it.
She don't know. She didn't grow up with SpongeBob.
I didn't grow up with SpongeBob. Yeah, like you said.
Yes, was it?
You want to see how fast I can sing the campfire song?
No. Maybe after this story. So it's N is for anywhere, anytime at all. I reached the top of the top of the stairs and peeked over the right corner towards my sister's room. It loomed there, door open, at the end of the hallway, like it was waiting for me. Down here in the deep blue sea. I don't think I did that right, but it's that part.
It's fine.
Okay, I creeped to the doorway of her room. I'm breathing heavily. The hair on the back of my neck stood on end. I scolded my imagination for hyping up my panic over a simple lamp. I peeked in. There was a lamp sitting on the table. Nothing seemed amiss. F is for friends who do stuff together. Wait, why did the lamp start again? I'm standing right here. I looked quickly at the plug. Unplugged. Smug, of course. Why am I so silly? U is for you and me. I walk across the room to the lamp and pick it up. N is for anywhere, anytime at all. I turn over the lamp and remove the battery cover. No batteries. I stare at the battery holder. No batteries. I turn the lamp right side up. Down here in the deep blue sea. I put the lamp down and stare at it in silence. Everything is silent. Even the song had stopped. Every single smoke detector in the entire house goes off.
Oh.
And I go flying. I fly down the hallway, down the stairs, and straight out of the house. The alarms stop and the entire house goes silent. My parents, thankfully, are walking up the driveway. My mom frantically asks me what happened. I tell her the story between the gasps, and her eyes widen, but she says nothing. That night, laying in bed, I stared into the direction of my doorway, waiting for sleep. A squeak caught my attention, and I focused my eyes. My bedroom door was swaying back and forth. Soon, the door started swinging back and forth in short succession, causing rapid creaks to start to echo into the dark hallway. My mother calls out, "Anna, stop swinging your door open and shut!" "But Mom," I say, "it's not me." Silence. I guess it's no longer my imagination. And she's got a note here. It says, OP notes that Anna is a fake name.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Plankton.
Plankton.
Because if you know the second verse of that song, Plankton.
Oh?
F is for fires. What is it? F
Burns
is
down the whole town. U is for uranium bombs. N is for
for
no survivors.
Yep.
So I was really nervous about posting this because I'll just say it I want how do I word this? It's the SpongeBob song, and they start off with imagination, like it's my imagination,
Which is the meme. Yeah, I get
so
you.
I'm like, is this real? And now you're telling me the second one's about smoke, and the smoke detectors went off.
F is for fire.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily read unreal to me. It's
'Cause
just more of a coincidence, in my opinion. Either way, that's a really scary situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're telling me it's unplugged and there's no batteries in it?
I'm out.
That fucking thing is being burned and put in the landfill. My husband
chucking that
works
out.
for the trash company. I'm dropping it there myself, personally.
No, that's I don't like things that turn on that shouldn't be on. Like,
Again,
plain and
there
simple.
are rules.
Yeah. And not gonna lie, having a smoke detector go off at any point would already startles me because of how loud pitched it is.
But all of them?
All of them at the same time in that situation, I don't know if I would. I might have evaporated on the spot. I was just
Probably would have pissed myself.
right.
Real talk.
So, as you can guess, there are probably a ton of possibilities as to what the lamp looked like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because, SpongeBob merchandise
Oh
everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I wasn't allowed to watch it doesn't mean that I didn't know about it, right?
Sure.
So, here is a SpongeBob lamp, and this is the only one like this that I could find.
Okay.
It just so happens to be glowing red.
Oh.
That's what
Perfect.
it looked like. It's a possibility for our first picture.
Perfect.
Yeah. And
Damn.
this right here
Looks like
is
a Funko
not
Pop.
I'm gonna just send a second one, but
Sure.
it's not a lamp, but it did pop up when I searched like the FUN song, the fun song.
Yeah.
It's a little clock. It's someone, yeah.
Well, hey, look at that.
And that quality is bad. They found that at a thrift store, and it was a TikTok. I couldn't find any record of it anywhere else, just like
that
the
image
last
is
one.
crunchy.
Yeah, so we can 100%. We don't have to include that one, but you can
No.
just Google "fun SpongeBob clock."
Yeah, it's a clock that just is FUN. It's not it's not a lamp. So if anybody knows the lamp that's talked about in this story, reach out so we can. I'd love to see what it actually looks like.
Yeah, because I tried, man. I tried for a while. I spent the majority of my time looking for this freaking lamp. There were so many options.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that it didn't exist, right? Because I used to have this G.I. Joe-esque figure of a Power Ranger, the Silver Wolf, Lunar Ranger. And the other day I was trying to find it so that I could show our Power Ranger RPG group chat. I couldn't find it anywhere. I had to find it in a TikTok and screenshot it because I couldn't find any images of it.
Wow.
Which it just sucks that some media is just lost sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that.
Unfortunately.
But thank you for that.
Yeah, that was listed underneath experiences, so OP was claiming it was true. I just want to reiterate that, and I don't think it was AI because there was a lot of typos,
Right.
so I had to correct those.
It sucks that we have to filter through AI stuff in this day and age.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get accused of AI.
For just having good writing.
Yeah, and then you have the people who will have a real story, but they'll filter it through AI to make the grammar and everything more accurate.
No, I'd rather hear from you.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
bad grammar and all.
I don't care about the typos. I'll correct them. I'll whatever.
Right. But you said you have another story for us?
Two, yes.
Two.
So, this next allegedly true encounter also comes from Reddit, and we are just going to go ahead and jump right in.
Let's do it.
I call this one, That's Not Grandma.
Oh.
Oh, damn it, Grandma! Oh, fuck Grandma. All right.
So let's get into it. I am 17, almost 18 next month, and I have had many experiences with the supernatural, and as a child, I often would stay awake all night hearing noises around me. Let me start off. I grew up in London, UK, but originally I am from Punjab, India. And I was also born there, but came to the UK when I was 3, so I basically grew up here. In my culture, there is a lot of people who tend to do black magic, and they do it around the Indian festival of the Diwali. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. Let me know if I did not. Not to ward off dark spirits, but to bring them. Often, they would leave candles to burn in the middle of the street, and it is believed that anyone who is passing by will have all the sins to the person who placed the candle put onto them, meaning the other person has the passerby sacrifice for this pleasure. I have actually never heard of this.
Yeah, me either.
Let me know once again in the comments if you have experience with this kind of thing, or you have a lot of knowledge on it. So this is an actual event that I experienced when I was 8. It doesn't really have to have anything to do with Diwali or black magic, but I was staying at my grandparents' residence in India during summer holidays, and I remember that my dad was staying over at his friend's place. It was midnight, around 11 p.m., and everyone was asleep, except for me. The only other people in the house was my grandpa, who was paralyzed due to a stroke, and my grandma and my cousin sister. It says cousin sister. I'm not sure what that means. I couldn't sleep that night since I had overeaten during dinner. I was a chubby kid. Girl, same. And I decided to walk some laps in the corridor of the small bungalow. The moment I tiptoed out of the room where me and Grandma were sleeping, I was surprised to see my grandma standing in the corner of where an old chair lay, and I was bewildered since I swore I just saw her in a deep sleep in the room. So I decided to peer back in the room, and my grandma was still fast asleep. My mind began to race, and I felt like I was going to faint. When I looked back to the corridor, my grandma was still standing near the fridge, smiling.
Oh.
I decided to remain quiet since I didn't want anyone to wake up and get angry at me for still being awake. So I decided to walk towards the figure. Because I guess 8 years old, you're gonna do it, right? The figure, which seemed to look like my grandma, started to speak and say, "You want to come and play with dolls while standing on the balcony?" I was so surprised that my grandma was saying that, since she was always too tired or busy to play with me, so I agreed. We walked to the balcony where we could view the rest of the town. It was pitch dark, and all the street vendors had long gone home. I looked down the street and saw the house next to us. There had been an old couple who lived there, but had died when I was around 2, and it was abandoned. But what caught my eyes was that my grandma was standing in their garden, waving and screaming at me to jump from the balcony, and she promised to catch me in time.
Ooh.
I began to panic, and I was about to jump off when I remembered that was not my grandma, and I was probably just dreaming, so I decided to walk back down, and as I was walking back into the house, I felt something grab the back of my collar. I turned around, and it was my grandma, but this time, it didn't sound like her. She was screaming at me for not doing as she said, and that said that I was going to be punished. I used my quick instincts and what I'd learned from horror movies that I'd watched, which were all 18 plus, and I decided to run back into the house and wake up my real grandma. Obviously, when I got back in, I could still feel the presence of the entity, but my grandma was just not waking up and was in such a deep sleep. I decided to lay back in bed despite all that had happened. I was just about to close my eyes and doze off when I saw something standing near the cabinet. With its limbs contorted and tongue out, it had long hair and a blue face. I tried not to scream. It looked exactly like what I perceived to be a chudale. an Indian female ghost. I don't know what happened after that, but I somehow just fell asleep. And I haven't told anyone I know about this since that day because I know no one would believe me.
That's horrifying.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Ugh. No, that
sounds awful.
That was one thing after the other. It just kept getting worse. Like, grandma standing in the corner, already bad. Smiling, even worse. Let's go play on the balcony you're not supposed to play on. Uh-oh. Is now down the garden beckoning you to jump. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Is now still back up there screaming at you.
Uh-oh.
No, that's terrible. That's horrifying. And that kept getting worse the entire thing.
So I'm going to go ahead and show you the photo.
Yes, please.
The photo from this story comes from Quotev, specifically on the Grimoire of Creatures section. I hate this photo, but it is one depiction of a Trudale or a churl. So what she thought she saw. Just imagine bluer skin and the tongue out.
Christ.
I just had...
Yeah, no, I hate
I saw
this
that.
picture.
I had a chill go through my body because I just...
No,
My
I
butthole
hate
puckered.
that picture. Yeah. Just, the whole body was there, obviously. Contorted limbs, bluer skin, a tongue out. I tried to edit the tongue and it just looked silly. And I was like, it's scarier the way it is.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yep. Don't like that picture. Can't wait to delete that now that we've finally done this.
Great, now it has to be on my phone. Oh, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I doubted you would.
That was a really creepy story.
Yeah. I've never heard of that before now. So, I love learning about new, I guess creatures would be the right word, from different cultures. Or even folklore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, yeah, same. And folkloric creatures, like in other countries, always the most terrifying thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ugh.
Yeah, I agree.
At least here we got Mothman.
At least here we got Mothman.
Love of my life.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought you didn't like that one.
Well, I don't like the idea of it, but it's a good story for sure. It's very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What do you think, B?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are we moving right along?
Moving right along. B, how are you ending us off today? Yes?
Yeah. Sorry, it was the way you said it.
Oh, okay.
I am ending us with a story about a supermom.
A supermom.
Yeah, about supermom. I do want to preface by saying there is a small trigger warning for a brief mention of domestic abuse.
Okay.
But otherwise, pretty happy story, I think.
Mm-hmm.
OP has titled the story, "My Mom Sacrificed Everything for Us. She's My Hero." My mom married young. My dad used to beat her almost every day. And I still remember those moments like movie scenes. My mom crying and me, just a little kid with tears in my eyes, hugging her and whispering, "Don't cry, Mom." And then I would cry with her. One day, my dad left us and went to France. At that time, my brother and I were still in elementary school. Mom was still young and beautiful, and she could have divorced him, built a new life, and found a healthy relationship, something she truly needed. But instead, she made her decision based on us. She didn't think of herself at all. She devoted all her time to raising us, making sure we never went down the wrong path. She even made my dad stay in contact so we wouldn't feel abandoned. Only later did I realize how much effort she put into protecting us from that pain. She even made excuses for him so we wouldn't think he left because of us. When we reached middle school, many kids our age were already drinking and using drugs, but she made sure that didn't happen to us. She was so strong. She never let us feel that we didn't have a father to protect us. I'll never forget one day when I got into a fight with another kid. I beat him up, and later his dad came and slapped me. It didn't even hurt, but I cried like a baby. Not because of the slap, but because deep down I felt the absence of my own dad. Someone told me, "Don't cry, you're a man," and I wished I could explain why I was crying. But my mom didn't let it slide. She actually confronted that man and slapped him back.
Period.
Because let me tell you, I will whoop some ass over my kids.
No, for sure.
Especially if you put your hands on my kids. Anyways, that was her, always making sure we never felt less. And she did all of this while fighting breast cancer, which came back several times, both before and after my dad left. And she beat it. She's the strongest woman I know. Now my mom is 55, but she looks much older, like 75. She sacrificed decades of her life for us, and I want her to live long, at least to 75 and beyond. And I want to pay her back, even if it's only 0.001% of what she gave us. One day I asked her if she ever felt scared staying home alone with just us kids, and she said, "I lived every night in fear." That broke me. As a child, I never realized it. I thought she wasn't afraid at all, because she always acted strong for us. After she told me that, I went to my room and cried. This post describes only a fraction of what my mom went through for us. Even a movie wouldn't do her story justice. I just needed to share it, because nobody knows what tomorrow will bring. I hope one day I'll have the courage to tell her all of this to her face, but I know it will make her cry, and I don't want to do that to her again. My dad's dead now. I used to hate him, but honestly, I didn't really know him. I don't know if my mom forgives him, but I think I do. He didn't leave us for another family or betray her in that way. I don't know why he left, but I hope one day, in the afterlife, if it exists, I can ask him. For now, all I know is my mom is my hero.
I still hate the dad.
I still hate
also
the dad.
hate the dad,
Like,
yeah.
What do you like? No matter why he left, he was abusive while he was here.
Yep.
I'm
but
not crying, you're crying.
no, that's man.
Protect your babies.
The only thing I can think of is that sounds. I feel for that mom. That sounds so exhausting. Having to live your life that way, and like obviously you don't have to. You choose to do what's best for your kids, and like,
and that comes from personal experience.
yeah.
My children are in the position that they are in now because a woman chose a man over these little people. Sorry.
No, I'm going through it over here too, just for a different reason.
Yeah, yeah. Don't want to put all that business out there, but it's. I feel you, girl, and I love you. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
that's.
Ah, man.
Badass beach.
Absolutely.
Anyways, for our pictures.
Yeah.
I got this cute little graphic that I found online.
Hell
That
yeah.
feels exactly like what I do every single day.
Supermom.
That's what it feels like. You got 15
cute.
arms. Everybody needs you all at the same time, and they need you now.
She's gonna burn her hands holding the frying pan like that.
You ain't ever heard of mom hands? Because I got them.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll go stick my hand right on your stove.
Jesus Christ.
Don't do that, but like,
Yeah, please don't do that.
actually, I
You
don't
have a conductive
We have a
stove, don't
conductive
you?
stove. I don't think it'll do anything.
I'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
You know what? You can do that then. Fine. That's okay. You can have a little stick your hand on the
Just a
stove
little
as a
bit.
treat.
As a treat.
You can have a little bit of stick your hand on the stove.
That's funny.
Yeah, Brad, I call them kitchen hands, but my husband, he calls them my mom hands. He says he doesn't have mom hands. I have mom hands. I'll reach into the fucking oven and just grab what's in there and put it up.
Oh,
Mom hands.
I got little bitch baby hands.
Yep, mom hands. Kitchen hands. See, I'm telling you, I call them kitchen hands.
Yeah.
Because it's the heat. I got kitchen hands.
I was holding an ice cream pen last night, and my hands were red and hurting from how cold they were. I have very sensitive, soft hands.
No, kitchen hands. See, and that's
I've been moisturizing.
That's the funny thing about my kitchen hands too, is they're soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have hard calloused hands. My hands are soft, but I got good kitchen hands.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
From all that gardening, probably.
Well,
Which version?
does anybody want to take a chance at telling everybody, our lovely listeners, where they can find us at?
Me.
Yeah?
Me.
Go for
Pick
it.
Me. I volunteer. You can find us over on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, fuck Twitter.
Not Twitter.
Fuck Twitter, Instagram.
I think that's it for social media, yeah?
Yeah.
And then
YouTube's there.
Oh yeah, YouTube.
YouTube's there.
Yes,
That's
the
less
one
with
you
social media,
use.
but we do still post things there. You can post.
Yeah, YouTube is where I listen along because I like watching the pictures,
Yeah.
that we talk about in the episodes. Brandon so kindly puts them up in a video along with an audio wave,
He's the
so you can
best.
see the pictures as we're talking, Or if
You
that's
can
not
see
your
the-
jam, go to literally any other social media, as we found out earlier, and those same pictures will be posted.
Yeah.
You see the horrifying churl,
whatever
picture. Yeah. God.
Send us an email at TPIBOTE@outlook.com. TPIBOTE. For
TPIBOTE.
either some real scary stories or some real wholesome stories. If they're your scary stories, please make sure you address them to Dalia, no H. And if they are wholesome stories, give them to me. B with 2 E's.
Hell yeah.
Be with 2 E's. Not gonna tell you where to put the E's though. Figure that out on your own.
Well,
Ebe.
some
Ebe.
people also spell B-E-A.
Oh, they do. That's right.
That was
Yep.
Bia.
Nope, B.
It's
Yep.
never be.
I'm B like the bug.
Oh, I read
B-E-E.
books where the main character was Bia.
It's B.
I guess it's
Their
B.
name's B.
It's B. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh, honey.
So your 2 E's was yes.
Valid.
I said
Yes.
that because B could be like the letter B.
Oh,
That's
no,
why
That's why I
BEA.
said that.
I knew about the B thing with BEA, and I still thought it was about the letter B. So, like,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Huh, good to know.
we're so used to it just being the bug.
Right, the bug.
Can you
What
send off?
bugs?
Sure, you can just send
Please.
off. Go for it.
Hell yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening along. We'll see you in the next episode. And as always, this podcast is based on true events.